Could the 49ers be on the verge of landing a game-changing defensive end? As negotiations heat up, fans are buzzing with excitement over a potential trade that could bring a seasoned star to the Bay. This move could not only bolster the defense, but also send shockwaves through the league. Are the Niners setting the stage for a championship run? Let's break down what this could mean for San Francisco's Super Bowl aspirations. Make sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up to stay in the loop on all things 49ers, the San Francisco 49ers are making waves in the NFL, and the latest buzz is all about a potential trade for All-Pro defensive end Trey Hendrickson from the Cincinnati Bengals. As negotiations continue with quarterback Brock Purdy, the team is simultaneously looking for ways to bolster its defensive line, which has had its struggles this season. Now, we all know that Nick Bosa is a cornerstone of that defensive line. But what happens on the opposite side? With Leonard Floyd now in Atlanta, the 49ers find themselves relying on Yetur Gross-Matos and Sam Okwuegbunam as their primary edge rushers. That's not exactly a recipe for success when you consider the level of competition in the league. Sure, the 49ers could look to the draft for fresh talent, but the idea of acquiring a proven player like Hendrickson is incredibly enticing. Christopher Knox from Bleacher Report recently laid out a scenario where the 49ers make a serious push for Hendrickson. He pointed out that the team has some draft capital to play with, 2 compensatory third-round picks from last year's coaching hires, and suggested that they could package those picks along with a first-round selection to make a compelling offer to Cincinnati. Let's break that down. Hendrickson, who's entering the last year of his contract, has been a standout player since joining the Bengals. In fact, he led the league in sacks last season with an impressive 17.5, showcasing his relentless pursuit of the quarterback. Imagine pairing him with Bosa. That's an elite pass-rushing duo that could elevate the entire defensive unit. It's not just about immediate impact, it's about setting the tone for the future. But here's where it gets complex. Hendrickson is looking for a new deal, and the Bengals seem hesitant to commit, especially with their recent investments in wide receivers like T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. If the two sides can't reach an agreement soon, we might see Cincinnati more open to trading him, which could put the 49ers in a prime position to swoop in. Now, I can't help but feel a surge of excitement thinking about what Hendrickson could bring to the 49ers. He's not just a player, he's a game changer. Bringing him into the fold could also give the coaching staff the flexibility to develop some of those younger edge rushers without throwing them into the fire right away. It's about building a sustainable future while still competing at a high level today. But here's the question, is this the right move? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, trading for an established talent like Hendrickson could solidify the 49ers' defense and make them contenders in the NFC. On the other hand, giving up valuable draft capital is always a risky gamble. What do you think? Should the 49ers go all in for Hendrickson, or should they hold off and focus on the draft? I want to hear your opinions down below. As passionate fans, we all have dreams of our team lifting that Lombardi trophy. Strategic moves like this could pave the way toward that dream, or potentially set us back if they don't pan out. The stakes are high, and every decision matters. So, what's next for the 49ers? Will they pull the trigger on a trade for Hendrickson, or will they stick to their plan and develop the talent they have? Whatever the outcome, you can bet I'll be here to break it all down for you. The San Francisco 49ers are making some intriguing moves this offseason, particularly when it comes to their negotiations with quarterback Brock Purdy. Now, if you've been following the team closely, you know that the 49ers have a reputation for taking their time when it comes to extending contracts for their players. But let me tell you, I think they've made a smart choice by not rushing into an extension for Purdy. Each day that passes, the leverage seems to be shifting in favor of the 49ers, and that could be a game changer for the future of this franchise. Remember, when the season wrapped up, Purdy expressed a desire to get a deal done quickly, eager to avoid any disruption to his off-season training. When General Manager John Lynch was asked about Purdy's urgency, he chuckled, almost as if saying, "Sure, he wants it done quickly." It's clear that the front office is taking a much more measured approach. Let's take a look at the quarterback market. Recently, we saw Josh Allen land a staggering extension worth $55 million per season, while Matthew Stafford secured $40 million annually. Now, don't get me wrong, both of these guys are elite quarterbacks. Then we have Geno Smith getting a deal with the Raiders for $37.5 million, and Sam Darnold signing with the Seahawks for $33.5 million. The reality is, these contracts are shaping a landscape where quarterbacks who once might have commanded top-tier dollars are now being categorized differently. Here's the kicker. Purdy seems to believe he's in the same league as those top-tier quarterbacks. He's eyeing a contract that he feels should put him at around $60 million per season. But let's be real, Brock Purdy is a second-tier quarterback at this stage in his career, and while he's shown promise, the market is changing rapidly. The days of second-tier quarterbacks like Dak Prescott and Tua Tagovailoa raking in the big bucks seem to be behind us. So, what does this all mean for the 49ers? Well, by holding off on negotiations, they're not just playing a waiting game. They're strategically positioning themselves. The more time that passes, the more the market solidifies, and the more the 49ers can assess whether Purdy truly deserves that blockbuster contract that he's aiming for. Honestly, I'm torn about this whole situation. On one hand, you want to support your quarterback, especially one who has the potential to lead this team to greatness. On the other hand, can we justify giving Purdy a contract that places him among the elite when he hasn't consistently proven he can perform at that level? It's a delicate balance. As fans, we all have our dreams for this team, and those dreams often hinge on the decisions made in the front office. This negotiation could very well dictate the future of the 49ers. If Purdy signs a deal that's too rich for the team's blood, it could limit their ability to build a championship-caliber roster around him. Conversely, if they can strike a deal that's more in line with his actual value, it opens up avenues for strengthening other positions. And here's where I want to hear from you, 49ers faithful. What do you think? Is waiting on Purdy the smartest move, or should they have locked him down while they had the chance? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear your opinions because we're all in this together as we support our team. As we navigate these off-season waters, don't forget to activate that notification bell to get all the latest updates on our beloved 49ers. Like, share, and subscribe to stay connected with everything happening in the world of San Francisco. 49ers football, let's keep this conversation going, because together we can dream big for this team's future.